All right. Hello, guys. Hey, just thought I'd share some information I found out there on the good old information superhighway or the internet. It's called Six Ways to Love Your Wife. So, anyway, I thought I would go over that. If you can see on the screen here, the first one is called Discover Her Little Joys, right? Okay, so it says here the key Bible verse is in 1 Peter 3 through 7. It says, in the same way, you husbands must give honor to your wives, treat your wife with understanding as you live together. So, obviously we have to live together and understand one another and try to listen to one another because it's obviously difficult because, God gave us two ears for a reason. So sometimes we don't want to listen, but you know what? You have to change that paradigm of thinking so that, you love your wife. You want to listen to her and help her in any way. And it's a daily thing. It's a step-by-step process. So in any way, it goes into deeper content from a Bible perspective in 1 Peter. It says here, somewhere along the way, every couple will discover the fairy tale ratio of spouses giving in marriage. It's 100 colon 100. That just basically means that both have to give an equal amount. It's not 60-40 or 30-70 or whatever the numeric values are. You both have to give together and work together. Let's keep going to the next one. Kiss unselfishly. Oh, this is a big one here. My wife is totally a non-PDA, which is public display of affection. She doesn't want me to even hold her hand barely. I mean, I have to pay her just to get her to let me hold her hand. But it says here, the key Bible verse here is, kiss me tenderly, your love is better than wine. And obviously my kisses are better than wine. She would agree to that. Probably not. But anyway, just love on your wife. That's basically what it means. Give your all to your wife. Kiss on her. Let her know that you love her with all of your heart. Don't let one molecule in her mind think that you don't love her with everything you got. Okay. Next one. Just because. Gifting. Husbands, go all out in your love. Says here, go all out for your love for your wives. Don't take advantage of them. Colossians 3:19. So here's the deal. I go out, obviously what that means is don't give your wife gifts and expect something back in return, right? It doesn't work like that. Just give your wife gifts. Give her things that she wants, that she needs. Obviously we can't give her everything, right? Or your account would look like mine does because my wife wants everything. However, I just try to pace, just figure out what she wants, what her desires are, and try to leave gifts here and there. You don't have to be extravagant and all that good stuff, right? All right, so the next one is a big one. Ask, is this okay? That goes back to communication, right? Working together, trying to make sure that, before you do something, think back in the past, historically, has she ripped my head off? Or has it been something that you two can negotiate after the fact or not, right? Most of the time, you have to do things ahead of time, validate, reassure her with not only love, but also ask her and validate with her before you do something that, that it's going to be okay. Very important. It says here, a hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel, right, in Proverbs 15:18, which is obvious, but at the same time, we got to think before we act. That's what I've been told for years, working on 21 years of marriage. So it's taken a long time for me to really get that, but I got it now, right? And here's a big one. Say, I'm sorry. This is one that sometimes it's hard to do depending on your situation, but let's read the verse. It says, foolish people don't care if they sin, but good people want to be forgiven. Right. So it's so important to make sure that, we want to always, be rest assured that we ask for forgiveness. If we're going to do something wrong, don't keep it inside. Don't hold grudges, right? It's important to make sure that we're asking for forgiveness. We don't want time to go by before we, don't make people suffer, especially our wives, because they do so many things for us. it's just not right. And so it's important to make sure that you always try to think of them first, and also try to make sure that if you do something wrong and it did hurt their feelings, obviously apologize. Don't let time go by, but just apologize. Get it off your chest. Move on with your life, because guess what? There's more important things going on, right? So apologize, move on, and just tell her that you love her and that you are sorry if you're in that situation. All right, so let's go over one more. Live your faith. This is a big one. Live your faith. All right, it says here, one of the key Bible verses here is Corinthians. It says here, for my example, as I follow the example of Christ. Okay? And here in Matthew chapter 20, 25 through 28, it says here, now these are so important. It says, your wife needs, sorry, I'm getting a call here. Who is this? It's my daughter. One second. Okay, so it says your wife needs you to be the best Christian you can be, and let your wife and children see that effort, and then help them do the same. But as head of the home, it is without a doubt your responsibility to be head of the home, to be the Christian head of the home at that. Not just to be head of the home, but to be a Christian head of the home. There's a big difference between being the person that pays the bills, makes sure that things get done around the house. But the bigger thing is to be a Christian head of the home. And look at this first one. It says, let your wife and your kids see and hear you pray. Now, I would go to bet that a lot of men have problems with this one. And it's something that's really hard to do. But you know what? You just got to draw your line in the sand and get your family together. It may not be all your family, maybe a subset of them in the beginning, but start somewhere and just pray at night. And or pray during the day. Pray whenever you think it's best for your family to not only see you, but to be involved with the prayer. Maybe it's just at dinner. See, you think about it, you start off real small. Just say, hey, guess what? We're going to pray at dinner. We're going to pray. Who wants to bless the food? So start small, and then you can add to it, and you can gradually build upon that. Anyway, if you have any questions about that, you can definitely contact me. But as you go through here and read, this is ChristianityToday.com is where I got this, but it says, seek forgiveness when you mess up. Give sacrificially to the church and other Christ-honoring causes. Read the Bible. I've been trying to read mine every single day. Just because you read it doesn't mean you have to read, a chapter. You just have to read something. Start off small and build upon it. Sing praise songs. I love the old songs. I love the old song like, I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. I love those songs. Volunteer at church, right? Tell the truth. My grandmother always used to say, be sure your sins will find you out. So it tracked me out like, Grandma, you're right, they will. But anyway, hey, I really appreciate your time. Appreciate you listening to me. I'm just hoping I scatter some seeds and they grow, right? And so I love you. I'm praying for you guys and look forward to seeing you on church on Sunday. Or if you don't go to church with me, I'll be seeing you soon. Okay? Love you. God bless. We'll talk to you later.